No chat. Okay. How about me? I am, this is the last part of cleaning the backyard. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? Can you see that? That was part from the table. That heavy ass table, 150 kilos at least. So now I'm going to put it in a bag and put it out for pickup. I don't think this. I think I can fit this in the green basket, so it's not gonna be bulk. The reason why I'm doing live is because I don't have room on my iPhone, and I don't have my Chromebook. It's very hard to it's just hard to edit with it, but that's okay. No one cares about my No one cares about my accomplishments on YouTube, which it's okay because why should they? Why should complete strangers? Wait, I want the light to catch. Why should complete strangers care about someone like me? Someone who's in between jobs. I almost got I almost got an interview, but now with the way the computers work, they give you an option that if you would you like us to communicate with you via text and set up a point and set up and set up interviews via text, and I didn't fully read that part, and it turns out that that's what happened. So then when I called, it was a Tuesday. I called on a Sunday. When I called, I spoke to the assistant front end manager at Publix. Her name was Aaliyah, very nice lady. She's very nice. And she said, okay, well, yes, we have your information. We'll be giving you a call. Which means that her boss, Jennifer, I believe her name is, would have been the one to give me a call. Well, that very evening, I decided to go to the store, just to check it out. And I accidentally ran into Michelle without even realizing it was her. But when I mentioned it before, it was just weird, you know. Somebody that worked under her was kind of like shady. They don't want to tell me how long he worked there. He don't want to tell me anything. He was kind of like evading questions. It's almost like he's afraid of his boss. That's not, a lot of time in life, your boss can make or break your job. And it just so happens that that one particular store, Publix store number 820, I'm actually good friends. Well, not good friends, but we get along well. Every time I say hi to him, we're always joking around. The store manager, but I don't know if there's any positions underneath the store manager, except for maybe receiver, which is my dream job, because it's just my dream job to be a receiver. I'd be a receiver for 30 years. I don't care. just like Rose, retired from back then it was called 210. And when Rose, she started, she was 16 years old. Oh, where's the light? Okay, but anyways, when she started, she was like 16 years old, right? And now she is a millionaire. Never got married. She is a millionaire. But again, she started when she was 16, probably as a cashier, maybe. Eventually made her way up to, you know, receiver. And remember, Publix has been named one of the best places to work for like the past 30 years. It's owned by the employees. Now, granted, you know, it's gone down a little bit. I've heard a lot of different, you know, a lot of different stories. Like for instance, if you just, you know, you became a manager and you go to one of those big meetings, you know, like the regional meetings, the big houses, they sit on the second floor and they look down and they watch what kind of cars the new managers are driving in, and based on the car that they drive in, they play a game. And it's called We Got Them. Kind of like fishing, you know, which is just, maybe that's why I'm not getting hired, because the people that are the regional managers don't like me. But think about it. George George W. Jenkins had an open door policy. He allowed all employees, no matter what your status was, to be able to walk into his office, give him ideas, and to give ideas how to better these companies, you know, whatever. Do you think that exists anymore? You know? It used to be 2 stock individuals per aisle. Now it's just 1. Also, even the receivers, they took away an hour from them, and even though they took away an hour from them, they expect them to do the same amount of work. So what the CEOs are essentially doing, what they're doing is they're doing everything in their power so that they can receive big fat bonuses at the end of the year. And that's part of the reason why I refuse to work in this capitalist society, because it only benefits the people that have capital already. If you don't have capital, you better get yourself a good education, and you better hope that by the grace of God, whatever it is you studied is going to be in demand, and you're going to be able to make enough money to pay your student loans and be able to live a comfortable life. Now with how do you call it? Now with the inflation, there are people living with winning people that earn. Let me. People that earn.
This is all the proof I need. You know that you took all the shit.
People.
Can you stop talking now?
Anyways, people that earn $100,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck.
So fucking out of it. You're breaking
Kimmy,
glass.
Kimmy,
You're breaking glass.
yeah, I broke glass because I was trying to fix the back. All right.
Okay.
And if I was doing Xanax, I would have been passed out by now.
No, you wouldn't. You same routine you always do.
Huh?
Where did you put them?
What?
Where did you put them?
What?
Where did you put my shit? Where did you put them?
I didn't.
David, why are you gonna keep this going? I'm sick.
Yeah, and I'm traumatized.
You should be.
Alright, well, anyway, so that's it.
You ruined them.
I went ahead. This is it. This is what I'm gonna have to put in the.
Stop talking.
Yes, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking. Alright. Now, alright, let's walk. Okay, she says that I took her anti-anxiety medication, and that's a sedative. If I took a sedative, why am I doing all this to try to make my mom happy tomorrow? Can you answer me that? It's just ridiculous. Oh, there's a chat. Primo, just chill. Commander Luke, no balls neither. Yeah, I got no balls. Commander Luke, what is that? Oh, the finger on me. Yeah, it's all my fault. Keith Robson, what in the methamphetamine is going on here? Methamphetamine, isn't methamphetamine illegal? Oh no, wait, methamphetamine I think is legal. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. What are you cleaning? The backyard. I had to clean the backyard because I was having problems. Right here. This is what I filled up the whole garbage can in between yard work and everything else. And of course over there, that's the bulk pickup, which is about 3, 4, 500 pounds. Let me see, can you see it? There's a piece of like marble that weighs the most. You can't really see that well. But anyways, that's a piece of marble right there. But anyways, yeah, so, alright, let's get some light over here. What happened was, I had a desk outside because as of right now, I am homeless. The only reason I am allowed to sleep on the couch is because I've been applying for jobs because I have a daughter and I need a formal job so that I can pay child support. I have informal jobs, but it doesn't cut it. I need to get a formal job, and the formal job I've been trying to get is through a company known as Publix, which is very big in the southeastern United States. And now this company, it's a billion-dollar company, and it never went IPO. Everybody who owns this company are the employees. So, being that it's an entry level position, and the fact that I'm not a young person anymore, I would like to try to start, whether it be as a bagger, a cashier, a stalker. I've experienced in all those things because I uh what are you cleaning? I was cleaning the backyard. I thought I told you that already. The body. Oh, I don't know what that means. Anyways, um, so I um I wanted to join this. I wanted to join this supermarket because with time you get stocks and dividends. And then my idea was that if I work, let's say, 30 years till I'm about like 90 years old, I would be able to leave something for my daughter, and that is my main concern. Okay, a police officer once told me, you need to start just an entry level job, and this by far is the best entry level job that I can find. I do not own a vehicle, okay, but there is a Publix that is 8/10 of a mile, which is like a 10-minute walk, so it would be perfect. And not only that, but I worked at that plaza since I was 17 years old. I started working there when I was 17 at an optometrist office. So, I have a long history working there. I knew a lot of the managers. I messed up a couple of times when, I was offered, one time when I was offered a job um, by, uh, it was a lady manager. And then recently they called me for an interview, and it just so happened that they called me because I'm a recovering addict, and I knew one of the store managers. The store managers, they make like 150, $200,000 a year. I don't know, at least 100, but probably 150. And this guy, he was he was an active user. He was in recovery, and sure enough, you know, they the company said that he was clocking people in early, but the truth was that he was, you know, having problems with addiction. And but they saved his name because his brother is a regional manager. See, a lot of it has to do with who you know. So apparently I don't know anybody, and I guess because I'm not young, they don't, they aspire to have young people to work there. I guess they have a thought that people that are young are faster to learn, which is completely not true. Okay, all right. Just the other day, when I was searching the Florida statutes, I read paragraphs after paragraphs to try to figure out what was wrong, what was done wrong with with the claims that were being put in for my uh, for my medication, because I'm in the MAP program, which is medication assisted treatment. So I'm in active recovery, and when I mean active recovery, I don't mean I'm just dry. I mean I'm trying my best to figure out, what it is about me that causes me to, want to, like, you know, act a certain way or behave a certain way, and how can I change those habits, things like that. But I completely understand, and I sincerely apologize to the people that I made that video to, because I worked at a doctor's office for about 15 years, and I remember what it was to get paid from insurance companies. It was crap, crap, complete crap. Sometimes our doctor wouldn't even accept the insurance, and they wouldn't take them off the plan because insurance companies, it suits them to have more providers listed. That way, it seems like, oh wow, this insurance company has a lot of doctors that that I can attend to. So they don't care. They're not gonna give a fuck. All right. So I completely emphasize. I mean, I don't know if it's emphasize or I have empathy, empathy with what with what the pharmacy was doing. The pharmacy was doing. They were charging. They were an in-network pharmacy, but they were also charging me the copay plus an additional charge. So instead of charging me just the copay like they should have because they were in network, they also charged me an additional charge. And you know what? I am completely for it. Now that I understand what the insurance pays, and I sincerely apologize to the people who I may have, you know, you know, made a phone call. But the one thing that I was upset about was, and I'm gonna stick my guns onto this. You did tell me that the insurance would have covered it the 15th, which was Monday. Okay, you did tell me that. Okay, all right. You submitted the claim on the 12th. Once you submitted the claim on the 12th, how were you going to be able to know whether it's the insurance is going to cover either on the 13th or the 14th or the 15th? What you did was you looked at the previous records and you looked past and you counted 29 days and you saw that it was Monday, and you said that the insurance will cover it on Monday. Okay? And when I called you, I told you I'm not, according to the state, I am not eligible to fill my prescription until the 14th. I was saying that with the hopes that maybe you could help me out somehow. Okay? Because I know that my insurance company covers when I'm 90% depleted on when I'm 90% depleted on uh, controlled substances. Okay, so it's I paid cash on the 12th, when in fact on the 13th the insurance would have covered it, and based upon the Florida statutes, you have until the following day to submit the put in all the paperwork, do everything you have to do, which means that if you had just called the insurance to confirm that yes, they do cover on the 13th, all you had to do was just sit tight, wait one day, and I would have even paid cash if you would just reimburse me, because you would have gotten reimbursed on the 13th. Okay, and that is the real reason why I got upset. But as far as what you guys are doing, I respect what you guys are doing, because I understand that insurance companies don't pay shite. And if I am not welcome there anymore, I completely understand. I will have to go essentially somewhere closer, so it'll probably work out better. It's just that they fill every 29 days. But like I said, I prefer your pharmacy because you guys fill, you guys, the 28, uh, the the 2 day, you know 2 days before your prescription is over, that's not a law. That's not a law anywhere. So I wanted to try to get my prescription as close as I could to where I, what's the chat saying? Let me see what the chat's saying. What in the methamphetamine is going on here? Why is it the same thing? What are you cleaning the body, shorts? I don't feel as if he's okay. You guys don't feel as if I'm okay? Okay, all right. Well, thanks. I guess thanks for your. Oh look, if I go like this, I guess you can see my face. Okay, all right. Well, I'm sorry that you don't feel that I'm okay, but whatever. Anyways, but thanks for the comments. I appreciate it. Um, so I was, I want to be able to feel on the 28th day. The 28th day. So like, let's say you feel on August 1st, the 28th day would be, let's say August 1st is a Friday, okay? That means that August 28th is a 27th. I mean, August 28th is a Thursday, okay? If you're not sure about it, look it up on your channel, on your if you have an iPhone, which I have, look it up on your calendar, okay? So that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to I'm trying to fill my prescriptions as close as I can when I go to the doctors, because I don't like, you know, for two reasons. One, I don't like walking around with the paper, and two, because I've had a lot of experiences in the past, because these are controlled substances. Finally, I realized a way that I can, I can finally, make it so that nobody steals them from me. I had to buy a purse. I had to buy a lock, and so far it has worked so far. But other than that, before that, I was. I remember I had gotten my medication stolen that I started crying. I was crying, and you know how much that hurts, because sometimes when you don't have medications that your body builds a physical dependence on, you know it hurts. It really hurts. You go through pain. So and it's just terrible. So, but that's life. I'm grateful where I am right now. I really am. um I just wish, my common law spouse, I wish we would come to some type of agreement, because I've asked her several times, let's go to service. This week, I put on a whiteboard, because she likes, there's a church on Flamingo Road um, and Sterling Road. It's called Potential. So I wrote down the dates. Saturday, I think it was 5 to 6:30. And then Sunday, it was 11 to 12:30. And then, no, it was 11 to 12:30. No, 11 to 12:30. No, it was 9 to 10:30 and 11 to 12:30, I believe. And I really wanted my common law spouse to go with me, because I feel like that's a way that we can grow together, and we can, grow rich in spirit, because a lot of the times when people, they, you know, they're not aligned with their higher power, that's when they tend to, make mistakes that, or just like the meaning Stellas, we're completely powerless over our addiction. So the only way we can gain power is through the grace of God. So, but I know probably none of you care, or maybe some of you do, because I I am I have to say I do like, for the most part, the YouTube community, because I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna try to monetize in AdSense, because I'm not gonna sell out. I like to speak my mind. I don't wanna um I don't want to um you know have to cater my content for sponsors. I rather just be myself. And if that bothers people, leave it in the comments. If it makes you happy, leave it in the comments. But this is YouTube. For me, it is. This, for me, is YouTube. I know there are teams out there that make money. Good for them. Business venture, whatever. But for me, this is just YouTube. All right. Thank you. Ciao. All right, turn this off.